Hey, if I wanted to record the game, hey, I'll let you to the I wanted to record it.
Press the share button.
What the fuck is the share button? I don't know what the share button is.
See that middle black thing in the middle of your controller? Look to the left of it.
Yeah.
It's a little tiny. Yeah. See where it says broadcast?
Is it start sharing?
Yep, that one. Yep. Yep. Okay, I think. Alright. Oh yeah, shit, I gotta go again. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. We coming at you live from the Steel City.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
Top looks so much better than the bottom.
We've got a matchup today that features two teams that come in with opposite records on the
Oh, rain.
going up against the Steelers.
Bring the pain. Let's go.
So let's get you up to the Steel City.
A tale of two franchises, one trending upwards and the other spiraling in a downward crash.
We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken about the 12. Spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's see if Sirius can touch or something.
And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And the back goes into motion. Now Hundley. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the big tight end shifting around. And they give this time to the tailback. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown.
Yeah, I noticed that play before.
And the Steelers have taken a first.
Yeah, I know where you got that play from.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6.
It's almost like last game. You know, you miss the field goal. Then I come back and I just start killing you. Yeah, well, it's a miss still. Still counts as a miss.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Play clock winding down. Throwing, Hundlin. He sets to fire deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Little motion now from the tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. Cuts back, left sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
The tight end changing his position. Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
You ain't gonna hit me with those double moves. I know you've been practicing that with serious.
And no matter what the
Nice try,
situation,
though.
the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Just jabbing right now. Yeah, we just jabbing right now.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. They find some open field.
Corey,
here.
baby.
The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Yes, I did.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy
said, yes, I did.
Is good. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
going down.
Back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
I think Roethlisberger got some dementia going on. Time to retire, man.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And the big tight end shifting around. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Good stop.
A yard and it brings up 4th.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined?
Good drop, baby.
And we'll see how determined they are.
That's why he's on defense, ladies and gentlemen.
All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Fucking win.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They got a good run on that one.
80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he'll give it here to
Get your ass out of here.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one taken from the 7.
God!
A good effort on the return
That
there.
was a
Gets him
flag
across
anyway.
the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Blocking it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. In motion left is Watkins. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. A gain of 13 and also
Yes, he did.
a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
You fat
He'll get this
bastard.
up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But
I
these
couldn't
short
get around
runs,
him.
they
I
still
was
pay
gone.
dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You
Yeah,
control
I
the
know what I
ball,
gotta do.
and
Alright.
that way you often control the game.
Nothing.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Oh, you picked the wrong way.
Uses the stiff arm, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Gun now on 3rd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Hundley. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Three yards to go on second down. Another pistol look here. They run a draw here on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Corey Grant as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And the lead is now 2. So after
Better
the
drive.
touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They snap it at one. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Hurry up, let's go!
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will
Face
be brought
mask.
down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And
Get in there,
Murray's
baby.
kick is up
There we
and
go.
good. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Stays on his feet. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Jameel Freeman, baby.
Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Ben hit, and he lost gets the football. It's loose.
We'll take that.
The offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in
Shit,
that end
could
zone,
have had
and
6.
It's going to be a safety.
But
This
we'll
O-line,
take that.
They've had trouble with the pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work.
All I had to do was wait.
30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half
Face mask.
situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run.
Future league MVP right there. You can't be roughing them up like
Maybe
that.
something they can build on as this game continues.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Hundley. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
No, I'm just looking for some plays.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They did a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And an alley to run.
Late hit, ref.
9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Got it.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Had to do something real quick. All right, we're back.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone.
Corey Grant, baby.
TD. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
God, miss.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to
I had to wake my wife up.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety.
That last 30 seconds, I was...
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Little motion now from the tight end. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger.
Oh, catch it,
Is
baby.
incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They come out here in the eye.
Easy. Bang, bang. Take motion.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Serious.
Big play there. His second touchdown.
I said double move, something serious.
Able to make this a close game again. Point after here coming up.
Don't miss.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty. And they convert.
All right.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And some space here.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention's going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets them a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
They come out here in the eye. 1st down and goal to go from the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Yeah.
They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything
Just
leaves him on
scored
the
too quick,
field
though.
on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
After watching Fat Chicks versus Redskins, I don't know.
And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Fatty came back and won. He was down 10. Shit, Fatty came back and won.
Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing
Yeah, he was down 10 in the 4th, late.
It's crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy.
He pulled that shit up. Like, goddamn. I was rooting against him, though, but shit. He in the division to try to make sure I can get a good lead on y'all.
What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left.
Good Lord.
Complete. 20.
Wow.
10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver.
That was
91 yards.
I don't know what I was doing
And
on
the
there.
Steelers have now made this a one-score
That was
game.
dumb on my part. You missed.
And it's no good.
Yes.
That could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth.
Still not gonna matter. Well, like I'm trying to lose the game, man.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it to our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nice stiff arm.
Awesome.
But still
Oh, yeah.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Corey.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Hundley and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Le'Veon's hurt.
Remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To him right up the gut. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just an ACL sprain. He'll be back.
Short run, and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Yeah, I don't have to punt this ball. I'm over the 50.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
There's your dagger right there. I tell you, there's a lot of coaches in the league that would not have gone for it on 4th down. But with a 2-score lead, they roll the dice. Get the 1st down, and that should be enough to salt this one away.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in.
No, I'm not.
Here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Really?
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's a fumble.
He out of bounds anyway.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10
I wanted that touchdown.
line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical?